يا صاحب الجمال ويا سيد البشر من وجهك المنير لقد نور القمر
السلام عليكم
لا
Chacha.
يمكن الثناء كما كان حقه ها بعد از خدا بزرگتایی قصه مختصر مرحبا سیدی مکی مدنی
السلام
العرب
عليكم.
دل و جان باد فدایت چه عجب خوش
السلام عليكم.
مرحبا سیدی مکی
السلام عليكم Chacha.
Adam, I'm sorry. What do you want?
Well, I was just saying Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, well, in that case, wa alaikum salam.
Hey, what were you singing?
Oh, this is my most favorite song about the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Oh, may God's peace and blessings be upon him. I wonder what he was like. What was the Prophet like?
Well, he was like the moon, some say.
The moon.
Bright-faced, upright, some say. Like the best friend you ever had, some say. Like a bright shining star.
A star?
Some say Muhammad.
Muhammad?
Some say Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Some say Nabi Allah. Some say Habib Allah. Muhammad. Oh,
Cha-cha.
Muhammad.
Cha-cha.
Sallallahu
Cha-cha. I'm talking to you. I was asking you a question and you started singing again.
What were you asking me?
Well, I was just asking you what the Prophet was like and you started singing.
Well, somebody asked his wife Aisha what he was like.
Okay.
She knew him very well.
Yes, of course.
She said he was like the Quran.
Wow.
خلقه قرآن خلقه قرآن 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 He was like the Quran. Follow Muhammad. Follow the Quran. Quran, Quran, Quran. He was like the Quran. خلقه قرآن خلقه قرآن He was like the Quran. Follow the Quran.
Meem, meem, meem. Meem, meem, meem. Meem is for masjid. Meem, meem, meem. Meem is for masjid. Meem is like M. M is for masjid too. Masjid, masjid, masjid.
That Cha-Cha, he sure loves the Prophet. We all love Prophet Muhammad. May God's peace and blessings be upon him. We sing the Prophet's praises. We follow his advice. And not only do we love the Prophet, Allah loves him too. Did you know that Muslims believe in all the prophets? Moses, Jesus, Noah, and others? Prophet Muhammad called all of God's prophets his brothers. The name Muhammad starts with the letter Meem, and so does the word masjid. So I'm here at the masjid, the cleanest place I know to get the dirt unclean. Madam? Excuse me, sir. No! Oh no, it couldn't be. Morris Muxter. Someone who knows nothing about Meem or clean.
Hey, how you doing, little fella?
Assalamu alaikum.
Salami? That doesn't look like a salami to me. It looks like one of them mosque things.
In English, People call it a mosque, but Muslims all over the world call it a masjid. Quran calls it a masjid. The Prophet calls it a masjid.
Tomato, tomato. What's the difference? Left, right, left. Cilantro, salami.
A masjid is a clean and quiet place. When people enter it, they should take off their shoes so it doesn't get dirty. The Prophet used to enter the masjid with his right foot, and after Salat, leave the masjid with his left foot. We do the same.
I'll just take off my shoes.
Oh no! Oh, put your shoes on, please. We'll watch from here. Muhammad.
He should call himself Mo.
Muhammad is a beautiful name. It means someone who deserves to be praised. No one was named Muhammad before the Prophet, but there are millions of people today all over the world named Muhammad. Most Muslims do not change their name to Mo. They love the Prophet and his name. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon him.
Whatever.
The Prophet loved masjid. He would go there to pray 5 times every day. In fact, he built one himself. It was a small, simple masjid. It was made of leaves, mud, and branches.
I like mud.
But today, the masjid of the Prophet is one of the largest masjids in the world. The Kaaba was the first masjid ever built to worship God. We even did a video about it.
Hey, look at everybody in there.
The Prophet said it's better to pray in a masjid with others than alone by yourself. When we go to the masjid, we're supposed to sit quietly, waiting for the salat, the prayer, to begin. You're supposed to stand shoulder to shoulder when you're asked to stand up.
It sure doesn't smell like a salami.
We make wudu before we go to masjid.
Who do?
We all do.
What do you do?
We wash ourselves, our feet, our hands.
Wash! I'm out of here! You're just gonna get dirty again!
Meem for Muhammad, Meem for masjid.
Cha, cha, cha. Cha, cha, cha. Cha for khutbah. Khutbah, khutbah. Cha for khutbah.
And now, the talk show that's sweeping the nation, Adam's World. And here's your evocative, talkative host, Adam.
Assalamu alaikum! Today, my special guests are... Oh no. Oh no! I knew I forgot something. I forgot to get guests. Oh. Hey, Jim the cameraman, you could be my special guest. Or maybe not. Hey, Sister Khala, come on down.
I'm just here to babysit Anissa.
Oh, don't be nervous. You can bring her too.
All right. Bismillah.
We'll start again.
And now, the talk show that's sweeping the nation, Adam's World. And here's your evocative, talkative host, Adam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Adam.
Salam. Today, my guest is Sister Khala, our traveling expert in the Arabic alphabet.
I am?
Yes. Sister Khala. Salam. Oh, yes. And, Sister Anissa, who is an expert in, mashed prunes. Salam! Sister Hala, today we are going to talk about the letter Ha for Khutbah and Kaf for Quran. Let me ask you, what's the difference between these letters?
The difference is They're different letters.
Wow. Why didn't I think of that? Well, let me ask you this way. They sound the same to me. How can I tell them apart?
Well, ha is said from here.
Ha!
Exactly. And the letter Qaf is the first letter in the beginning word Quran.
Ha!
Right again. Let me show you. The letter Qaf is written like this. And the word Quran is written like this. The letter Kha is written like this. And the word khutbah is written like that.
The word khutbah begins with kha. Khutbah. The imam gives a khutbah or speech at the masjid. Why are people supposed to be quiet at the masjid?
When the Prophet spoke, people wanted to listen very carefully. Muslims all over the world are silent during a khutbah. And because people loved the Prophet very much and wanted to learn from him.
Thank you both, sisters, and thank you for watching. That's all the time we have today for our talk show. Assalamu alaikum. You know, I got a feeling that I've forgotten something else. Yes. Yeah, me.
My brothers, my sisters, and all of my gentle friends. This is a song that I have learned. Let's sing it to the end. When you meet a Muslim, please remember what to say. We say, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. We say, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam.
Scene, scene, scene. Scene, scene, scene. Scene for salam. Scene, scene, scene. Scene for salam. Scene is like S for salam. Salam, salam, salam.
Salam! Wa alaikum assalam. Salam, 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 salam. Anissa knows salam. She loves to say salam. Anissa, do you know the first letter in the word salam? Sin. Sa, sin. I'll show you. I have some books about it here up in the attic. Whoa! Oh. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Ow. Ow. Hey, here it is. I found it. Salam starts with letter Sin. And the Prophet loved to say salam. Salam. And so does Anissa. Salam. Salam means peace. The Prophet would smile when he met people and say salam. Smile. That's another word that starts with the S sound. The Prophet said a smile is a charity. The Prophet loved peace, so he would pray for it after every salat. Salam! Whenever he would meet somebody for the first time, he would say, Assalamu alaikum. Salam! That means peace be upon you. Salam! God told us to respond to every salam in an even better way. So the Prophet would add a little more dua after the salam. He would add the words wa rahmatullah, which means and the mercy of Allah. Sometimes he would add the word wa barakatuhu, which means may his blessings be with you as well. The Prophet encouraged Muslims to say salam, even if they were meeting after only a short break. Salam. That is why we say salam all the time in Adam's world. Salam. The Prophet always tried to be the first one to say salam, and whenever he visited anybody's house, he would say, Salam. I don't think he had a baby sister, though. Salam. But I love her, and I love the Prophet. He's given us so many amazing little gifts.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Allah is here by our side. In His mercy we can trust. Allah is watching us. All our fears will go away when we call out His name. He'll be sure to protect us. Allah is watching us. Allah is watching us, always watching us. Allah is watching us, always He is there. Allah is watching us, always watching us. Allah is watching us, always He is there. Sometimes when Mom and Dad aren't around, we think it's okay to mess around. But we better behave ourselves. Allah is watching us. He sees all the things we do. Quran tells us He's able to. For our deeds we will be judged. Allah is watching us. Allah is watching us, always watching us. Allah is watching us, always He is there. He's there. It's good to know He's there. And did you know He cares? He always has and always will be. Forever there for you and me. Dal, dal, dal. Dal for dua. Dal, dal, dal. Dal for dua. Dal is like D. D for dua too. Dal, dal, dal. Dal for dua.
Do a dua, do a dua, I do a dua, do a dua, do a dua.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching. Sorry.
Walaikum salam. Don't worry. It's cool, man.
Do you know anything about the letter Dal and the Prophet?
Oh, brother. The letter Dal and the Prophet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know a lot about the Prophet, but the letter Dal? Let's see. Oh, yes, of course. The Prophet loved dua. Dua begins with the letter Dal.
And the Prophet loved to make dua, didn't he?
Every day, in so many ways. Every time he prayed, he would make a dua. Every time he left home, he would make a dua. Whenever I leave home, I make a dua too, just like the Prophet.
Well, what exactly does the word dua mean?
Dua means asking God for something that you want. He listens to our duas, the big and the small.
And the letter Dal is like the letter D in English.
Well, sorta. Dal is slightly different from the letter D. D, da, d, da. But however, you can spell the word dua in English with the letter D.
Ah.
See right here, I have it in my backpack.
That is so cool!
Allah always gives us whatever we ask for, or something better. He rewards us just for asking.
That is so cool.
Allah, Allah, do a dua. Allah, Allah, I do a dua. Allah, Allah, you do a dua. Allah, Allah, we do a dua. Allah, Allah, only to Allah.
Did you see that? The letters started going the wrong way.
Well, Arabic is written from right to left, but people in Mongolia, they use the Arabic letters to write their language from top to bottom.
Whoa! Well, thank you, dude! You are an expert in Arabic letters.
Yeah! Jazakallah! Oh, Jazakallah begins with J. No, Jazakallah begins with Jim.
It begins with Jim and J.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rain pouring down upon my garden, rhythm for the wind that sings his song. I close my eyes and I'm drumming along. Rhythm of rain, were you once a river that purified the prophet before his prayers? When were you a breath from the lips of the prophet, carrying wisdom to thirsty ears? Oh, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And I close my eyes and I'm floating along. And I close my eyes and I'm drumming a song. And I close my